Clover has been in its brand new Devil Saga now for quite a while after finishing up its critically acclaimed Elf Saga. And with this new adventure comes a new set of evil antagonists. They are known as the Dark Triad. Now, I know, I've not talked about Black Clover for quite a while on this channel. Yes, go on, I understand, okay? I get it, guys. I'm gonna fix it. And so today, I thought that we could discuss and dissect what the Dark Triad is made up of and what their overall goal is to achieve. So let's begin by examining who each member of this evil group are. The Dark Triad is a trio of evil beings originating from the Spade Kingdom who share their bodies and powers with devils in the same way that Asta does. These three devils are Lucifero, Magicula, and one more currently unknown devil. This means that they can use their own natural magic attribute they're born with, as well as the devils within, giving them access to two different kinds of magic. Something that is usually outside of the realm of possibility to most people in the Black Clover world. These three mages managed to overthrow the royal family in the Spade Kingdom, allowing them to rule over the nation using fear as the primary force of power over the civilians of the country. During their reign of power, they've managed to conquer the vast majority of the Diamond Kingdom and have also launched assaults on both the Heart Kingdom and the Clover Kingdom too. But before we go jumping into what they're doing right now, let's take a deeper look into what makes up this malicious group. The name of the Dark Triad actually derives from the psychology term of the same name. The Dark Triad is made up of the personality traits of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Each one of these can be traced back to the core building block of each member. Xenon is psychopathy. In order to see why, let's look at what makes a psychopath. A psychopath is characterised by their antisocial behaviour. We can see this in Xenon as he constantly keeps his hands in his pockets, displaying a shy and ultimately antisocial display. His impulsive side comes from the immediate order of the Golden Dawn's execution, without any care or thought about any possible repercussions. His selfish, unemotional and remorselessness traits can also be seen on show during the death of his two Dark Disciple members working with him, Gadoroy and Foil, as rather than showing any form of remorse, he instead just thinks about how they got what they deserved for being weak and claims that next time he just needs someone stronger. Next up is Vanessa and narcissism. So let's take a look at what makes a narcissist now, shall we? Grandiosity, pride, egotism and a lack of empathy all make up the primary psychological attributes of a narcissistic being. Vanessa is probably the easiest Dark Triad member to deconstruct, as all of her narcissistic traits can be shown to us in a single scene. Grandiosity is a sense of unrealistic and fake superiority over others, which we can see as Vanessa's Dark Disciples view her as a goddess and will do anything just to serve her. This then also feeds into her ego, inflating it to an unrealistic height. Her lack of empathy is displayed as she openly beats up her Dark Disciple members within an inch of their death without any care of what it means to them. And her pride can be seen as she once again has her blind followers and how thanks to her they cannot die. Overall, Vanessa is the ultimate self-centered individual. And then finally, we have the man himself, the ringleader of the Dark Triad, Dante and Machiavellianism. Machiavellianism is centered on interpersonal manipulation, unemotional coldness, and indifference to morality. Yeah, see where this is going? His way of ruling is a clear indication towards his interpersonal manipulation, using fear as the striking force to establish dominance, as I previously mentioned. His unemotional coldness can be seen throughout Dante's past, as nothing he does fills him with a sense of satisfaction. Whether it be sex or murder, nothing hits Dante's sweet spot. And lastly, the indifference to morality is seen when his ideals are revealed to us. He believes that evil is the true nature of humanity and therefore views being evil as a compliment despite the literal definition of the word being anything but that. filling the bill of all 3 personality traits of a Machiavellian. As I mentioned previously, each one of these members can also use the power of a devil. As I mentioned before, Zeno's devil currently has no information surrounding it, but we will likely learn some more at some point soon. Venetia, on the other hand, has Magicula, the same devil responsible for the death of Noelle's mother, and can use Magicula's curse magic. And then finally, Dante utilises the devil Lucifero and his gravity magic. But now that we've had a little look into what makes up the core build of each of these Dark Triad members, let's take a look into what they are hoping to achieve. Ultimately, the Dark Triad aims to create the Tree of Qliphoth, and for those who are unaware, the Tree of Qliphoth is the complete natural opposite of the Tree of Sephiroth, which is connected to the Apostles of Sephiroth, the 10 elf leaders that we saw during the elf invasion arc. Similarly, the Tree of Qliphoth has its own 10 rulers, each one being a devil that opposes its angelic counterpart on the Tree of Sephiroth. However, the goal in mind is quite different. The reasoning behind creating the Tree of Qliphoth is for the Dark Triad to open up the gate to the underworld, allowing the evil race of devils to walk the earth again for the first time in centuries. As we can see from Lola Pacheco looking back into the past memories of the previous Heart Kingdom rulers, we can see that this event has happened once before, ending up in a very gruesome sight, to say the least. I mentioned briefly the attacks launched upon the Clover Kingdom and the Heart Kingdom. The catalyst for these invasions are due to the keys of the Tree of Qliphoth. In order for the Tree of Qliphoth to sprout, one must be in possession of 2 arcane stages capable of World Tree Magic and Dark Magic. Hence why Xenon finds himself intruding into the Golden Dawn base to begin the massacre to retrieve William Vengeance, whereas Dante goes in pursuit of Yami Sukihiro. After the quite simply brilliant success that Zeno has in capturing William, it means that Dante then just has to complete his mission of getting hold of Yami before the Dark Triad are in the go-ahead to open up to the underworld, letting devils into the human world, leading to what will likely be human extinction. Overall, these guys have come into the story like an absolute wrecking ball, causing some of the most destruction that the series has ever seen within their first initial introductions. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Dark Triad and what you think they're going to have in store for us as the series progresses. Leave a like on the video as well if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad, and I'll be seeing you guys in another video very, very soon. But as always, until then, peace.